Today we're talking to St Albans City manager Ian Allinson at Twerton Park, where the Saints have picked up 3 crucial National League South points with a 3-0 win over Bath City. When we came here in April, Ian, we won 3-0 on that occasion as well. That time I thought Bath City outplayed us. We got the goals and the points. Today it was a different story. We were very, very comfortable. Our work rate was terrific, our finishing was terrific, and they barely had to sniff a goal apart from good crosses early on.
Yeah, I think it was overall it was a very good performance, very pleasing performance, because we've been striving for that for a long time now, and we haven't had it. And the one thing, as I said to you, and I keep saying it to you, is we have to get this consistency in our performances. But everybody did their jobs today. They listened to what they were told, and from 1 to 11, and it's difficult because the subs only really got 2 or 3 minutes at the end there. But it was outstanding in terms of the way they went about their business, in terms of picking and choosing when to go, when not to go, and some of the football we played were absolutely outstanding. And probably, you'll tell me about Joe's goal, but you tell me there's going to be a better goal than that today for what he's had to do, where he's gone from. He's gone from the halfway line, he's twisted and turned, he's got a lucky bobble, and then he's still smashed it into the top corner. So, overall, really good performance, pleasing performance, and the players have done great the last few weeks, but we've just got to keep taking this forward now, still keep picking up points.
Well, it's strange. Bath went into a game something like 4 games without a win, and they looked like a side without confidence. The longer it went on, the lower their confidence went. Whereas I thought we looked a bit low on confidence last week, but we picked it up.
Yeah, I think maybe bringing the boys in from the pro clubs, they're very comfortable on the ball, and it showed tonight. I thought Solomon and David Dehagy was outstanding today in terms of they've not been much of or part of the squad over the last couple of weeks. I know they've been a little bit frustrated, and I've just said to you off camera there, maybe I've missed a bit of a trick with the 2 boys, because they were given their opportunity today, and the one thing these 2 are going to run through a brick wall for you, this club. And they've gone and done that today, and they put a tremendous performance in. But overall, their work rate, considering they haven't played much football, was outstanding. And then we've got to, as I say, I keep saying it, we've got to keep our feet firmly on the ground and take it forward to next week, and hopefully we can keep picking these points up. But overall, the performance was very good today, and that was the most pleasing thing from my point of view.
You briefly mentioned the Watford boys then. Lewis Gordon down the left, he looked terrific again today. He had a good debut last week. And Harry Forster, we didn't see him for many minutes, but when he came on, he looked so confident. Yeah,
he is one of them players. When you speak to Watford, they think very, very highly of the boy. And if you think back to pre-season, he was very much part of the first team squad out in Austria, where he had the pre-season, and he played against Ajax, he played against, I think, Rapid Vienna. But he picked up quite a serious injury, so he's missed the first half of the season. So they want to get games into him. It's a great experience for him to come in here and be around other players. I think everybody can see from Thursday night's training how good the lad is. But we just got to manage him correctly, because, as I say, you've got to be careful we don't overplay him in certain areas and do silly things with him, because he is Watford's player, but he's going to be a good asset to us for the remainder of the season.
And you went into a game, you had to make changes from last week's game against Welling, a new central defensive pairing.
Yeah, James Klotzki's just picked up a bit of a hamstring injury, so obviously he wasn't available. But again, with us bringing Lewis Gordon in, it allows me to play Tom Bender at centre half, and it's his natural position. Tom's a natural centre half, and I think you see today that him and David Longking are already. It's the first time we've really played them together, but they really did have a good understanding there. There's a lot of talking going on. Tom does talk very well, so he'll help David from that side of it. And as I say, the pairing worked well there, and I thought Jamie Fielding had probably his best game over the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks for us at right back. I thought he did a really good job there. Riddell Gordon did a good job in front of him. Zane did a good job. David Noble. So it's difficult to actually pick any individuals out, because I think overall as a team effort today was from 1 to 11, as I said earlier, was an outstanding achievement.
I had a chat with physio Paul McInnes before the game. James Colocci and Monash Sandir could be out for a little while.
Yeah, I think with Monash we've rushed him back probably a couple of times too early, so we've just got to be careful we don't rush him back. We've been doing like a 2-week period with him, where we might have to go a 3-week period this time with him, and James probably be the same, so I would imagine they certainly won't be available for Tuesday night. Whether they'll be available for next Saturday, I think I only decide that on Thursday evening, but at the moment I'd probably say Saturday week will probably be the first time they'll be back for contention of being in the starting 11.
A great win for us today, Ian, no doubt about that, but Chippenham Town won. Not everybody's going to lose every week. You expect one of the others to win as well, but all you can do is win your games.
As I've said all along, David, if we can drag as many teams into this relegation battle as we can, it will make it interest reading, because, as I've said before, I've been used to this situation, and the one thing I won't do is panic. and the more teams we drag into it, the better it will be for us and for the league. And it'll also make teams that haven't been in a relegation battle all season and see how they react to being in a relegation battle, because it's not nice, it's not a pretty situation to be in. But the more teams we drag into it, the more teams might panic, the more teams might decide that it's too much for them, and they'd start going on a bit of a losing streak. So all we can do is worry about ourselves, win our games. It's congratulations to Chippenham, because they've been on a poor run. So but I've said all along is every time we win a game, you'll see teams in and around you will win games. But I think there's 3 or 4 above us didn't win, so it keeps us on their coattails in terms of where we are. So if we can go and pick some results up over the next couple of weeks, because we've got some really tough games still coming up, it'll just keep everybody interested in what's going on, and see how some of these clubs handle being in a relegation battle, because we've been in it all season, and we accepted it probably after the 3rd game of the season that we wasn't good enough. So it's been hard, it's been tough, but if we're ever to keep looking at trying to get the right formula, today's work for today's game, it's maybe we'll have to just look at it and see what Oxford will give us in terms of a different type of game. But as I say, all we can do is put it right today, and hopefully we can go in next week and try and put it right for next week against Oxford.
You mentioned Joey Schifano's goal. It wasn't a lot wrong also with Solomon Umabuka's goal and Zane Banton. Zane Banton's about 6 from midfield he's got now? Well,
I think I'm not sure. I mean, we'll have to work it, but it was probably 20 passes, I would imagine, before Zane stuck it in the back of the net. It'd be interesting because, as you say, all 3 goals are unbelievable, but the last one for Zane was probably 20 passes, but Joe's as an individual goal was an outstanding goal for an outstanding performance. I mean, that's the best I think he's played for us all season, and he showed today how good and how lethal he is, and we just got to keep the cotton wool round him, make sure he doesn't get injured, and hopefully we can start getting performances like he's had today, because for me that was his best performance for a long time. He was outstanding, I felt, today.
And you can put league concerns to one side on Tuesday night. We've got Royston at home in the Hart Senior Cup. It's a cup you keep saying you're dying to win again. But Royston having a terrific season under Steve Castle.
They've done very well, as I say. I watched them play Boreham Wood a few weeks ago in the trophy, and I thought they were outstanding. Their league form has been great. I was seeing just now they were winning 1-0 at Ebbsfleet, whether they still are now in extra time. But again, all we can do is we've got some players that need games. Yes, I'd love to win the FA. The Hart Senior
Cup. The FA Cup would be nice as well.
I was going to say that, yeah. The Hart Senior Cup would be fantastic, but my main priority now is to keep this football club in this league, and hopefully try and grow and build for next season, because at the moment, as I said all along, the season hasn't been good enough from where we are. First and foremost, we've got to remain in the league, and secondly, try and build. But also, it'd be nice if we could win a cup as well. So, we won't be taking it easy. We'll be wanting to win the game, and we'll play the strongest side we've got, which is available on the night. And we'll only tell that after these boys sort of settle down over the next 24 hours and find out where the injuries are tomorrow.
Lovely, thanks so much, Ian, and congratulations on today's win. And we'll see you on Tuesday night at Clarence Park against Royston Town, Hart Senior Cup 3rd round. Kick-off is at 7:45.